The Hairdressers Podcast starts now. Featuring Matt Beck, Christina Cavalcanti, Brian Hare, Drea Boland, Thaddeus Boland, and Justin Scott.
Hey guys, this is Matt Beck from FreeSalonEducation.com. Splitting Hairs episode finally 78.
Actual.
Pretty
All
awesome.
right.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
We did make it. Doesn't it feel like forever since I accidentally said 78?
Yeah, it took me a second. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it really is 78.
Oh,
so, on our way to 100. I don't know what we're going to do for the 100th episode, but I'm already thinking about it.
Get it, Drea. No more wine for you.
Yeah. It's not wine, it's sparkling.
Grape juice.
Sparkling cider.
Sparkling monster.
Duh.
So, so you guys, we had a lot going on over the weekend again.
Yep.
So, let's talk about Brian's birthday was this weekend.
It was
which
fantastic.
Is Brian's favorite event of the year, and it goes on for a while.
It's a season.
It's still going.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Is it?
It used to be. It used to be a season. Yeah. It used to be a whole week.
I haven't celebrated with you yet.
You celebrate your half birthday.
I do.
Yeah. So tell us about your weekend.
It started off with an absolutely incredible surprise party that I had no idea about, hence surprise. But my whole life, this is my 33rd birthday. I've always wanted a surprise party. It's never happened. I tried planning my own surprise party once, and it didn't even work out properly. And this was...
You weren't surprised? That's so
shocking.
That.
I mean, I really wanted a surprise party. And, I mean, as total proof that it was an actual surprise, I was an hour late for my own surprise party.
Yeah.
My poor boyfriend, Chris. He's, like, trying to usher me along. And I'm like, they can wait. They'll be fine. Because we're supposed to go meet Matt and Christina. I'm like, they'll be other to keep each other company.
Right.
So by the time we walk in... Everyone yells surprise, and then half the party tells me they have to go because they had dinner reservations, and I was an hour late. So, bye.
Which is crazy anyways. I mean, it was a surprise party, so we were hoping.
I know.
But you know what? It was really fun.
It was absolutely fantastic. And then I went to New York and got to see all sorts of great stuff in New York that I hadn't seen before.
Did you actually do stuff, or did you just eat, what is it called?
Soup dumplings?
Soup dumplings.
No, actually didn't have soup dumplings this time. Have you ever been to the High Line in New York?
No.
It's like the old train track. I forget what train.
Oh, somebody was just telling me about that, and you can walk.
Yeah. Into like a park, and it's just
Oh.
along the train track.
Yeah.
It runs along some avenue, I forget, and you can see down every street, and it's gorgeous. Like lots of great, and it was kind of like crap ass weather, so nobody else was up there. So it was actually really nice to walk along and see like all the artwork, and I mean everything down to like the benches is artwork, and it was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of fun. The
I
night
want to
ended
try
with
that sometime.
Eggs Benedict and champagne. So
let's
it's
do the
like
100th
perfect.
episode from there.
From there.
Let's
All right.
do it.
We ideas, so
You got the case?
yeah, we can travel.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you had a good birthday.
I did. I
Don't we
absolutely
have to
did.
plug stuff in, though?
We can just
Whatever,
get
we'll
charger
hijack.
packs.
Christina's really thinking about this. I just moved past what he said, but
We
like,
had
yeah,
to-
Justin, that's a
Of
great
course.
idea. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. All right, onward.
Yeah.
I
No,
thought it would
don't
be
dwell
cool,
on it.
but I think
We talk about it now, then we get.
we
too
could do it
deep
from a
into
campsite. They have like electrical outlets.
That's
Yeah,
true. We could
I
go
have a
camping.
generator,
But they don't
we
have
just bring
internet.
that.
We need like we actually need.
I'm sure campsites have internet
Chris,
nowadays.
Remember
We'll
when I
steal
called
Wi-Fi.
I called Comcast to because this show wasn't broadcasting the right way, and I had to upgrade the internet.
Yeah.
And Christina's like, "How much is that going to cost?" And I'm like, "I don't know, but we
YOLO.
YOLO."
Got to spend money
That's-
to make money.
That's
Right.
your that's your answer every
Jeez.
time she asks from now on. What's that cost? YOLO.
No, Brian. You only stream once.
Oh, jeez.
This guy.
He just said that with a full mouth of
I
pizza.
hope I get to come back.
I hope you
spend
do
money
too.
the way I
I'm
want
not judging
to.
your lifestyle, Matt.
Is it weird that Christina all the time says, "I can't wait till my next life"?
Yeah, wow.
I do say it.
She d-
I do want to come back as a
I
rapper,
feel like that's a
too.
bad sign.
No, she's just having such a great time. She can't wait.
No, there are things that I want to do for myself.
I guess we should probably get this show
I'm like
started.
do
You
it for
could
other
still be a
people.
rapper.
Yeah, you
I-
can totally be
Yeah.
a rapper.
I want to be like
Wait,
a rapper, or I
that's
wish
your
I was
homework
like a fly
assignment.
girl.
That's
a
her.
fly girl, like in the back.
Right. So I think our new intro should be a rap by Christina and then a music video of her being her own fly girl.
Oh my God,
They have the green
nobody
screen.
wants
We can
to
do
see
it.
that. In my next
Hold on.
life, they'll totally want to see it, but
Yeah.
not in this life.
Oh,
It
no.
could be a
No, we
remake
do.
of Nas's One Mic, doing it for one hair, one scissor, one comb.
That would be. I know that. Yeah,
That's a good one.
that's a good one.
Wow.
We need to find a use for that green screen. We've never used it.
I know.
I
So
told you what to use
Well,
it for.
now we know.
I want to do a haircut with Star Wars in the background. I want Yoda.
By
Wait.
Lucas
Okay.
and
Yeah, and
Disney.
we can roll the the instructions of the haircut. You know.
Absolutely, that'd be great.
That would be
awesome.
See, Christina's on board for this.
all right, all
Or
right.
wait,
How much does that cost? But a lawsuit from Lucas
Justin,
is nothing.
Justin, that's a microphone. You don't have to yell.
Oh, sorry, Brian.
No, I have an idea. Picture this.
Oh,
Put me in as I'm telling people what to do. There's like corner being like, no, don't do that. I'm like, hold
That
it like
happens
this. And Matt
too
goes,
often all day.
Yeah.
We don't have to do
We'll
that.
have like the little bowl.
Just shake our
the
head.
Little circles above his head. Like, no.
Christina,
No,
Wisconsin
no.
Donna wants to know what's your rap name.
Ooh.
I didn't get
She's the
that
one that
far.
named him Lance Armstrong, so
Good old one ball.
you got to
Yeah.
make her happy. Wisconsin Donna, you come up with it.
Yeah.
By the way, whoever Wisconsin Donna, she so who was it today who referred to you as one ball Matt?
I don't know. Somebody on the
did.
live class.
I think it was
It's-
Lauren.
It's
I-
sticking.
Maybe Chris.
No, I know. We need to let it go.
It's not true.
We're going to get you like a starter jacket with that across the back.
I love it.
all right, all right.
This is
No.
this is. I love it.
We'll put it on the back of the vest.
This
like
is
a
why I
biker
come back
jacket.
into work, so you guys can do this.
This is why he comes back into work to drink.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's
Years
why I
from
had to
now,
add.
Somebody's going to call Matt One Ball Matt, and he's just going to call Brian and be like, "You're fired."
I didn't come up with it,
Yeah, you did.
Dad, can you talk into your mic?
did I?
Yeah, you did. You were like,
Can you stop eating
how you
when you're
guys-
talking
She's
to your
gonna
mic?
say like, oh,
Dad
oh.
takes a bite and then talks
That's how you guys
every
do it.
time.
It's
nickname
gonna
Old Ball Matt.
Always.
it's gonna
Yeah.
be OOB.
Always. Okay, all right. Let's get this show started.
All right, fine.
All right, so thank you to Millennium Systems International, demandforce.com/free salon education, Mizutani Scissors, which we have a brand new launch of refurbished scissors coming up, so you guys definitely will want to check those out.
Stay tuned because they go fast.
They do.
I'm
They,
gonna buy half of them.
the last refurbished, we put up about 5 at a time when we get them in. So basically what happens, I met with Kiyoshi in Philadelphia on Monday. We had our hour and a half kind of powwow that we've been having pretty much once every quarter. And our goal is to he goes to the factory in Japan, into the Mizutani factory, and he has, what?
Casey's here.
Casey's here. Oh,
Yeah.
cool. So we actually have a special guest today. So
Surprise.
so, but anyways, so Kiyoshi goes to Japan and to the Mizutani factory, and he gets he kind of has special access to this back room where they have all these scissors that have even never been used. So he's been bringing them back a handful at a time, and we sell them as refurbished. So they're brand new in the factory for the most part. Maybe they were used one time, and then they refurbish them, and then we sell them for a super discounted price. I mean, Mizutani scissors at about $180 to $350 for the top end ones is an insane price.
It really is.
So so we have that going on, and then and that's pretty much, so those are coming up. We have 5 new ones I think that he sent me today. So those will be up in the next week or so look out for them. Follow us on Instagram and you'll know when they come out. And MinervaBeauty.com, they just sent out AJ's gift. So I talked to them this week. I also talked to them about getting some capes, which I'm excited about because I like
Awesome.
good capes with the buttons and stuff. So we're working on that.
Yep.
What's up, Casey? And then we have I'm trying to get a hot lather machine so we can do some shaving and stuff. So he
You
just
just
perked
got
up.
so excited.
So that's coming up. So again, video reviews on those, and we want to find the best products and put them out for you guys and show you. And then also Bricado, thank you for sponsorship and the products that we're using. We're having some fun with that and working with that company. So check out Bricado. We did a super silk treatment last week.
Yes, we did.
And there's a picture on our Instagram if you guys haven't seen that. And Justin, the experience of that, what did you think?
I thought it was
doing
super user friendly. I really enjoyed the viewpoint from it as a guest, not as somebody doing it, because we've worked all kinds of stuff, so we know what to expect. I feel that as guests, they've heard the horror stories of like the room filling up with smoke and all the stinky fumes and not being able to wash their hair for 5 days or put product in it or 3 days, and they get a bad taste in their mouth. And every guest I approached with it, even telling them like, hey, this is a $300 to $500 service depending on your hair texture, length, and density, but it's for. They still were super hesitant about it.
Right.
The one lady I had, she actually just walked in. She lives in Brooklyn. She's here like visiting family. She came in for a blow dry one day, and then I kind of talked her into it. She had so much hair. Ton of hair.
Massive amount.
And it was, to the lower part of her back, middle of her back, and there was multiple, like a lifetime of box color. Not
A lifetime.
a lifetime of box color in that hair.
Yeah.
Like the entire length of it was
So
nothing
from
box
birth.
color. Lifetime of the hair.
She admitted to she colored her own hair for a long time. Yeah.
And she, the hair itself was like super unruly and coarse. So I did a very good shoulder workout of a blowout the day before, and I talked her into it. She came back the following day, and it didn't take as long as I thought it would to go through it all. It's not a super long process to work with it. It's like I said, real easy to work with. You don't have a ton of timers laying on it. I just found it really weird that immediately after you dry the hair without a brush or anything, you then shampoo the product out, or you rinse the product right out, and then blow dry and flat iron again.
Yeah.
But no, it was a cool product. I really, I definitely think anybody out there who's listening should give Mercado a call, try it out on their own guests. I think it'll be a great service to have in your salon. And the best part about it is it's not permanent. It's a temporary service.
Right.
So I think that's a huge selling point from here on out to any guest you have. Like, hey, listen, like you're not gonna have that new growth of curly or coarse hair. It's eventually gonna come out of your hair, and it's not really doing any negative effects. If anything, it's just doing nothing but positives for you.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean, her hair felt beautiful, and it was like it was.
Do you have
smooth.
the pictures or no?
I don't. The pictures on Instagram. I meant to throw it up there.
Go check it out. It looks super good.
Yeah.
Good job, Justin.
So
thanks, Brian.
So fantastic. If you want to check out Super Silk, all you have to do, the easiest way is to go to Free Salon Education, click on the Mercado logo, and then that'll take you to a form. You fill that out, and they'll call you and give you all the details on how to get it. Soon, you'll be able to get it right on Shop FSC. So that's my goal, and that's in the near future. You'll be able to order the $69 kit and do $300 treatments on people like crazy. So
yeah. And again, it didn't take super long either. And she had a ton of hair. I expected it to take at least another hour longer than it's gonna.
Yep.
The only part I didn't like about it is that you have to. The directions specifically say to dry the hair without a brush or a comb or anything. You're just sitting there with your hands and running it through it. And when you run into a guest like that who has so much density, it just sucks up all the,
Yeah, I think that was that's something I keep meaning to ask them, if you actually have to blow dry with your hands or what the true purpose of that is, so that we know in the future. But looking forward to doing more of those. And what are you taking pictures of? Oh, jeez. So.
Go check out Drea's Instagram
What are
to
you
find out
spending
what
money
she's
on?
taking
Oh,
pictures
Yeah,
of.
Jeez.
find out what Dre is doing over there while we're gabbing away. So we
I
have,
get distracted easily. I'm sorry.
shiny objects.
so coming up, we have trending tresses. We have
Squirrel.
industry
Squirrel.
news.
Shiny.
We have an interview with our friend Casey, who he's got some exciting stuff going on. He wrote a book, a very thick book, by the way. So,
Little
but
print.
really
big
cool.
book.
So we want to learn about that, and really what I want to tie that into this whole thing is he's got a Kickstarter going for a new book, the sequel kind of, right? So he's got a sequel to the book that he wrote before, and it's you would like it a lot. I think it's like, would you say Star Wars meets Harry Potter kind of thing. So yeah, so
Welcome to my alley, book.
so
You're right up it.
right. So very cool. So he's got a Kickstarter going, but I really want to talk to him about the process of that, and really just from a marketing business standpoint, I think people could take a lot away from it. So we're gonna get him involved in a little bit, and then we have the social media stuff going on as well. So I think that's pretty much it. The only other thing I wanted to mention is our app, for some reason, cannot be found on iTunes right now, and I don't know why. This is what happens when you rely on other companies to make your stuff, and you can't get a hold of people. So
Heads are gonna roll.
yeah, that's why I like to do things on my own, but I guess that's not gonna happen.
Can't do everything.
So right, exactly, you can't. So let's get into our social media stuff.
What's happening on FSE social media? FSE social media. Questions to Brian Hare on our Facebook community. or by using the hashtag #FreeSalonEducation. Free Salon Education.
All right.
I love
get a
that.
kick out of
You like it?
I do.
I enjoy that.
Good, because those guys are expensive. YOLO,
How mu-
Christina.
That was my birthday present right there. Love that. All
Yeah.
right, cool. So first off, where did I pull this one from? I believe I pulled this from our Facebook community page.
Okay.
Amanda DeFore put up a picture. I don't even need the picture because there's so many of them out right now. But it's a beautiful picture over hair saying, how do you color someone's hair gray? And I know you're probably the biggest fan of it, so I just wanted to bring it out. What are some of the ways? Because I know you've actually been doing it before it became like a thing. So before they made the silvers that they make and all that stuff, like was there anything that you've used or
Actually, the
tricks that you picked out?
The lighter the better. Unless you get it super, super light blonde, like a really nice color to work with, you're going to more or less get lavenders.
Okay.
And the earliest gray I made actually was with Paul Mitchell Inkworks, like back in the day. Just doing
Back
that.
in the day.
Back in the day. What day was it?
A Wednesday.
Yeah, usually.
And I would just cut it with, clear or conditioner or whatever. But, from there on out, they had all these different great ash tones that came out. Like the Paul Mitchell ash lines are fantastic to do it.
Right.
All the silvers that are coming out. It's just really funny to see the silvers when you try to lift them later, what colors they lift to.
Peach.
Like the Vivids, or not the Vivids, is it Chromatics maybe? No. What line do we use that lifted to peach?
That was the Joico.
Joico, yeah, the Joico one, actually, the silver lifts to peach for some reason. It's weird.
Okay.
Super
awful.
fun.
Now it's just...
I like peach.
Actually, Christina,
like
you would love
peaches.
that.
it was a cool color, just not what I wanted.
It was the opposite of what he wanted.
Yeah.
Now I want peaches.
But, it was... just the lighter you get it, the better off you can be. And
Okay.
those will come out.
Just try to get as much yellow out of there as possible.
Exactly.
I have to
Alright.
say that the peach does turn out very easily.
Yeah.
From experience.
Sweet.
All right.
Moving on.
There was one that I saw today that's just, it was like such a punch in the gut that I really wanted to talk about it. I don't know how to say her last name. Amanda, TomczYk. There's a lot of letters with no vowels in there, so I don't know. Amanda says, new client with hair that won't lift. Her old stylist used Goldwell, but she just moved a few months ago, and since then the client's been using box color remover that she said was from Sally's, but doesn't know which one, and then ion color from Sally's. I applaud you for doing a test strand. Said I did. It moved about one level in 30 minutes with matrix V lights and 30 volume under heat.
Oh my gosh,
Ooh.
don't touch it.
Jeez.
I was
Grow it
saying,
out
well,
and cut it.
Yeah,
Who
any
got some
insights?
M&Ms off of that
I'm
pasta?
serious.
She said any
That is, like,
insights or
the worst.
suggestions, honestly, don't try and go
losses.
lighter.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
Clarify the heck out of it.
I mean, if to try to make it easy, because you are going to have to grow that out to a point where you just cut it off and let it go.
Yeah,
I
make
mean,
it a pretty brown and
any
start
one of
cutting.
those things is hard enough to do. If you feel safe trying to lift her that one level, I would just use like a semi or a demi on the root to keep it a similar color until enough of that won't budge grows out that you can cut that off and then start lifting the professional
Say
color
they're
that
not
you put in there.
scared though, like they're all out, like want to do, like what would you do?
Oh, if they're not scared, then tell them. Oh well. I mean, like it's one of those things. Like if you tell them I can try safely, I can do foils, we can get it. Start going slow. It's not happening in one day, or you're getting
Right.
this haircut.
Right.
But tell them it's not even a matter of being scared. It's a matter of you just can't do it. It's not that you need to be afraid of doing it. You can't get it. I mean, she was smart and did the test strand. And if you're only getting one level, you're really not going to be getting a whole lot more than that
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, it's such a smart idea to take the time to do that testing first.
Yeah. So huge applause to her.
Thad, I just
Yes.
put up on the notes, the top note is the link to this live feed.
Okay.
If you want to throw that onto Instagram and let everybody know. It's fine.
Cricket.
Thad doesn't know my password. I forgot. So,
He
but
doesn't?
no.
I do.
Oh,
No, I don't.
it's creepy. Did you
I
did
also
you
have
wipe
your thumbprint.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you do the whole thing with where you wipe the phone and then you get to see? Nice job. When you wipe the phone and then you see where the dots are from
What
the
I
fingers?
actually did was I just waited until you walked away while your phone was open, and then just put in my own fingerprint.
Nice. Okay. All right. So
Brilliant.
so make sure you guys that are online with us now, you can questions there if you want, and we'll answer them throughout the show. Is there
Totes.
more? Social
I had
stuff?
a couple other little ones.
Okay.
There was one that I wanted to hit on because I know that this has happened to me, and if it's happened to this person as well, I doubt we're the only two. Cassie Strange says, how do you handle a situation where you spend 4+ hours with a client doing a color correction and you do exactly what they asked for, and when you're all done, they aren't happy with it? That sucks.
Yeah.
I know it does. I've been there. I have a guest, and everyone was here for every step of it. The number one thing that I can say to make sure you do, don't make any promises
Yeah.
at all. Like, they can have ideas of where they want to go. Unless you've been doing their hair since they very first ever had their hair done, you're not 100% sure what's in there. And even then, you're still not 100% sure how their hair is going to react. Like, if you've been making them, dark red for all these years, who knows how their hair is going to react? Because who knows what her life is? Who knows what her water's like? Who knows what her medication is? Who knows what her daily regimen is to keep her hair healthy enough to get that out without having porosity issues? So don't make any promises. Say, okay, this is where eventually we'd like to end up. I'm going to spend 4.5 hours with you today and get you as close in that direction as possible.
Yeah.
And make sure that they understand that. Like, I had to make sure that my guest understood she was to walk around with a slightly warmer tint to her hair than she wanted, because I was going from a level 4 red and she wanted to end up as an 8 neutral. So
Right.
guess what? That's fine. We'll get there, but you're gonna have to look like you have some Irish descent for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Are you all right with that? And she said yes, and then at the end of my first big long day with her, she's like, well, it's kind of red, and I'm like, you said it was gonna be okay. I can fix this in 3 days when I have another 6 hours to spend with you. But
Right.
and I always make sure that, especially if you're spending that much time with someone, you really are walking them through every step of what you're doing, so that, one, they feel better with you, and two, it just helps reaffirm that you're doing what you know you should be.
Okay.
It keeps you from skipping steps or being lazy. I walk them through the whole time. I'm like, all right, now the reason for doing this, just to make sure that there is a reason, and then they understand that you didn't just waste 4 hours, like that you took your time through each step of that to do what you needed to do
Okay.
to get the job done.
Well, and I love when you did that huge transformation, you never left her side. You didn't,
Right.
during her processing time, you were there talking to her about, the possibilities of what was going to happen to her hair, where it was going to go, and explaining everything so thoroughly. And I thought that was great.
Wow. That was so nice of you.
I appreciate it, Drea. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, like it was something that I remember. Like, I mean, this happened like what, 6 months ago? It was 9 months ago.
No, not even that. That was over the winter.
Really? Okay.
Now they're arguing.
that was
That's what she wants to fight about.
Yeah,
was a while
there it
ago.
is.
Yeah,
She's like, let me roll up his sleeves, bitch. 9 months ago.
it's always easier to explain something to somebody before the fact than afterwards. 'Cause
Right.
if
Right.
you're explaining it to them afterwards, really, or are you just making this up because that's what happened?
Dad speaks so clear when he's not eating food.
No, say, put the pizza away. You're golden.
I fully understood everything. That was awesome.
I'm sure everybody understood everything else too.
No. You sounded like you were drunk.
So funny.
All right.
I
Anything else?
understood.
I just want to do one more because I think this is going to be good for everybody.
Okay.
Message from Elaine Travis. Hope she doesn't mind me saying that. Basically just wants to know how they could do videos and share and kind of like become a part of what we do
Okay. So how?
without like sitting here. She's like,
Right.
color educator, would love to share on your site. Let me know how it works.
So
And for anyone listening, how do you become a part of this that's not just a viewer?
I mean, I'm completely open to working with people. The challenge right now is it's really hard to find people that know how to make videos. People aren't really making step-by-step videos, and if they are, they're charging for them, which I understand that because that's how they're making money with them.
Right.
So if somebody's out there and willing to start creating education videos, I think it's such a cool thing, and you want to share the link with me, we'll promote you to help you get some following, and that's really what it's all about. And we'll promote you as much as possible. We're working with people like We've worked with Josh XO in the past, showcasing his videos on our website. We work with Nina, and I have DJ's class schedule up on the site now. There's a lot of people who are trying to work with other people. Free Salon is it's free salon education. It's not Gratitude's only education. We just happen to be the ones that are willing to sit down and make free videos, and lots of them. So
YOLO.
Amen.
Yep. So yeah.
I meant to ask you this earlier, but I don't know if you saw it on Instagram, but Cantrell from the Hair House.
Okay.
He's actually going around to, I guess, it seemed like it was salons in his area, just talking and like downloading and seeing like what, like pretty much like explaining what he's doing like as a business.
Right.
Do you know like more about that? Like, have you did you see that post that he?
No. Cantrell's been on some of our interview stuff at the shows that we've been at, and he works for Ergo brushes and products. Super talented guy. Him and his friends started a thing called the Hair House in LA, which basically just means that they do hair in their house, is how it started. So they rented an apartment together, and they decided, we don't need a living room. We're just going to make it a salon. So they turned their living room into a salon with stations and everything, and started kind of one by one just taking clients there. And then it built into a thing where they decided to do hair and catering it, and they're cooking in their kitchen, and then doing a class for people. It's a really cool thing that they're doing. He's like, I'll take a client at 7 a.m. I just get up out of my bed, I put on some clothes, and I go out and do hair, and then I go right back to bed.
That'd be perfect.
So it's a cool thing. Legally, I don't think anyone can do that. No. But whatever. Nowadays,
YOLO.
Exactly. Nowadays, I don't recommend anything. But if I was 21 again, with no responsibilities really, I would totally make my living room a salon and just take my friends. But whatever. So they're doing cool stuff. Cantrell's doing cool stuff. Follow the Hair House on Instagram, and you'll get more information on that. But those are people that are doing different things now. Like, we talk about the big companies, and they're doing what they're doing that they have to do. These small companies are being creative and risky and trying new things because they don't have the risk involved. They can try edgier, fun things, and so it's cool. But I don't know if that answered your question whatsoever, but
no. It did completely different direction. I think they were he was advertising as like free demos, like 10 to 30 minute demos, like in salons, like to talk about like what, like education wise, like what they're like getting into, like I guess,
which is smart for him to do that.
I think it's essentially just like saying, hey, let's download like we're in LA, like there's way more people here than we can do hair, so let's team up, let's make this like a good experience and grow from each other.
Right.
Is it on streaming online, or they're going?
He's going into like
they're going
salons,
into
yeah.
salons.
They're focused on doing actual
hands-on
in-person classes.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you put the two things together, first off, you can't teach people on the internet if you haven't been in hundreds of salons teaching in front of real people first. I don't think. Yeah. It's very difficult to have the confidence and to get in front, but
not even that. It's difficult to anticipate what questions would be.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's where
I just think you have to be really good at what you do. I disagree, because if you know the why behind a lot of things, you can teach someone on the internet.
Right, but there's a difference between
if you're just a
the why
BSer,
for me. No. There's a difference between like the why for me
I don't
and
know.
the why for other, because like a good wait. A good example. Like how Matt is way more technical than me, so I know when I teach classes, whenever I taught classes and there were the people that need that hardcore technicality to learn, I knew how to answer those questions, even though that's not my thing.
Because you watch, a lot of times you've done classes and you're like, hey, Matt, you'd be so proud of me because of what you said behind this cutting thing that you didn't know the answer to before. I've heard it. But I will tell you, anytime I've ever listened to DJ about cutting, I understand hair cutting other than anyone else I've ever heard. Even like Takashi, like just throwing it out there, like different people. Scott Kimmel, he makes sense of the why, so it just comes across like you get it.
I know what you're saying, but all of those people have taught thousands of classes.
And I feel you have to teach different types of people so many times to realize how to approach the masses.
But what I'm saying, certain people that have taught 1,000 classes still don't come across.
Right.
But we're
not
not
saying-
saying
what I'm trying to say.
But the guy or
Do you
girl
understand?
but the guy or girl who hasn't taught any classes still is probably gonna do a lot worse job than the people.
Not
still
necessarily.
reaching.
If you totally get something, I disagree. If you get something inside and out, backwards, front, like any which way, I disagree.
That's. I mean.
Are you doing our next video?
Yeah, I say you're gonna teach us.
It is,
I would do something on something I know, of course. If you could notice during our podcast, I don't open up my mouth unless it's something that I have, I know.
We
I've
understand you can
studied,
show
I've-
us, but actually educating to the point where we can retain it and show it back to you.
I don't have
that's
to
what
agree.
really-
I get it, but I don't have to agree with it.
Oh no, we're gonna bust
We're-
everyone's chops, Christina.
I'm just
You're not
saying.
excluded
Yeah.
from this.
You jump on, you get it back. Everybody gets it.
I'm
No, I
so-
get what you're saying.
and I agree. There are
I-
probably cases where somebody doesn't teach hundreds and thousands of classes,
But
and
more
they
often
still
than
are
not.
super technical and talented.
Yeah, I think
You
it's
know.
a little. It could be like a little different, like going off of like what Christina's saying. Like, what if somebody is completely like anxious and like just like filled with anxiety in front of people?
doesn't get in front of people, but has
But
studied
is
the
okay with-
crap out of something
Yeah.
and knows it inside and out.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're okay
You know?
to be in front of a camera because the camera is technically an inanimate object. Like, just because like their video can potentially be seen by like, millions.
Right.
The book writer over there is saying no.
I think like you can have a mediocre person that's comfortable teaching in front of people, very good at talking to other people,
Right.
that could flourish in that situation. A person
Yeah.
that might not be as technically good at what you're saying, but
Right.
actually,
Right.
but actually has personality and has like a presence.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then you have the guy that's probably the most
Here's your
amazing
proof.
hairdresser in the world,
But doesn't
that
have to.
can't
Yeah.
even open up his mouth in front of
Yeah.
five people.
All
But
right.
that doesn't mean he can't. He doesn't know it. Yes.
Okay. All right.
So essentially,
All
there's
right,
like
we're
A
all-
lot of artistic, genuinely creative artistic people are very awkward
Can we have a
and
a
aren't
war?
great at being in
With
front
that
of a
side.
camera and aren't great at schmoozing like an audience, and you know I can.
I think the only
can
reason
disagree.
the only reason I had to argue with you, Christina, is because you were literally describing me.
Is that the conclusion you came to?
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I know. I think you are talented and you know a lot about something. I don't want this. Which I love,
Brian's
Brian.
like,
Yeah.
Subject.
But let's do it.
What do I know a lot about?
All right. Let's see if we can.
I'm just glad I was talking and I didn't leave the camera on like Drea the whole time because I started talking and I leave
Because
like,
last week,
on the
Yeah.
pong
last week
table.
there was like a
like
10
I
minute
just start
me,
talking
just like
and I
just
like leave
hanging
it
out.
on somebody.
That's why if I'm
I can't talk and do my job. I can't chew gum and play the drums, right? Is that what your dad says?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
So I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, but they.
Mr. Beck, right in now.
Yeah, he's probably watching. So, what's going on in the chat room? Anything?
No,
'Cause
No.
we are all over the
it
place.
stopped. It literally stopped.
they stopped talking, like
Supercuts is overrated.
they're like, come on, hurry up.
I know. So,
No, they're paying attention to our debate intensely.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
let's get. What I want to do is I want to get Casey over here, but I want people to see him. So we're gonna have to figure out.
Casey, did you
I
bring
can
your
move.
book?
It's the easiest way.
Okay. All right. Let's get him
know,
there.
I know
and
what you were
we'll-
gonna
I have it at home.
suggest.
I forgot to bring it here.
Brian and I can share.
Brian, come over here.
All right, so we'll get
I'll
him
get up,
over
that's
here.
fine.
So just so you guys know, coming up we have the good old free Pong. Remember, it's 844 FSE Live. And also,
No.
if you have a question for Casey, you could call in 844 FSE Live as
Yeah.
well, or chat it in. Yeah, and just throw the headphones on. You get to wear those cool things too.
They're not that sweaty.
Okay, all right, cool.
I am that intimidating,
So key
though.
thing is you just want to be really close to the mic. and
Like this close?
That's perfect. Okay.
You gotta be real
So,
intimate with it.
so we know Casey.
Hi.
So my brother works with you.
True story.
True story.
I love your
How's
brother.
that going?
I love him.
He's a good guy,
I
right?
really do. I don't know if I know a better person. I know that's crazy to say. He just, even when he's really mad and angsty, he's still smiling.
He's a Beck. It's in their genes.
It's funny. Yeah, he's
That's
such
no,
a good
probably makes
guy.
a lot more sense.
I lived with both of them.
That's true. She actually
It-
slept in the same bed as both of us.
All right, now we're getting
Yeah.
weird.
No, wait. So listen.
Now it just got weird.
That's so weird.
No, when so
Let's
this
get
is
weird.
a good.
Get
So
weird.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
yeah, let's get weird. So when I first
More champagne.
when
If it's gonna get this weird, we need more champagne.
when I first
I don't know if they really
moved
do.
to New Hope, I I started working in this salon, so it was owned by somebody else, and I didn't have an apartment or anything. I came with a suitcase and no money whatsoever. So I slept on the guy's couch upstairs, and the owner lived upstairs. So then eventually I got an apartment after about a month, way down on Main Street, one of those apartments where you kind of rent a one-room place, and it's already furnished with like a weird fold-out couch, right?
Did you have to share the bathroom too?
No, it had its
Because
own.
there's apartments down there that like there's a middle bathroom and
Yeah.
like, they share them.
It's not like that, but it was probably in that same building. So we had that apartment. It was a one-room efficiency with a bathroom off to the side. It only had a microwave and a sink. So I met Christina 2 months after that at karaoke. I was singing my heart out. And
What were you singing?
What was I singing?
I'm not even saying.
No, I want to hear
I was singing Tim McGraw
Yeah.
because I was from Illinois. And
Ouch.
I was singing Dashboard Confessional. It was a very romantic night.
He was
But
very weepy.
so we went.
That I did singing before I saw him. I
Thank
thought
God.
he was cute.
So we so we met anyways, and then 2 weeks later I flew back to Illinois for Christmas and ended up bringing my brother back with me. So my brother drove in the car with me. He didn't have a place to live either. So and I met her. So we were all just kind of in this efficiency apartment and making the best of it.
Oh my God. So weird.
There wasn't anything weird. It's just the way it was. So anyways,
If you think it's weird, you got a dirty mind.
yeah,
That's what
yeah.
Matt's saying.
Creepy. All right. So my brother is a good guy. Thanks.
He's a great guy.
So I want to talk about your first book first.
Okay.
And the reason we're going to talk about a book on a hairstylist show is that the world of promoting yourself and being able to create a sort of business for yourself and doing those things is
It's really what this.
what it's all about. And
Yeah.
it's totally different nowadays. So I
No,
want
it
to
is.
so I want to talk about your first kind of book adventure that you had. So you decide. So take me
This
to the
was
beginning.
Your first book, right?
It's the first book I've ever wrote.
Okay.
My background's in animation, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
fun.
draw. It has a lot to do with storytelling.
Right.
And I had this book, and I kind of didn't want to have to deal with publishers and like what they thought my book was like. 'Cause I
Right.
thought I knew what people wanted to read.
Yeah, and when you go with a publisher, what
There's
are you doing?
a lot of caveats there. You're pretty much limited to like a number of words you can have. They oversee everything.
Okay.
Is it kind of like a corporate world of putting rules on, like
Yes,
stipulations
it totally
on
is.
things?
I mean, it really is that. They
Okay.
will tell you everything, like, but then they won't support you on the marketing side of things. So
Okay.
it's like almost like, yeah, we like your manuscript,
Right.
but do this, and this to change it,
Okay.
And kind of, if you end up doing
and then
well,
we
they'll
won't
want
back
something.
you up on it at all
Right.
until you're famous, and then we'll come in and swoop in and be like, yeah, we said this the whole time. Like,
Right. Yeah.
So when did you first? Well, not
So
writing in
the-
general. Say
No,
like
no, the
your
first-
idea of a book. You know, like
the first book's been out for 2 years. I would say 5 years before that is when I started the concept or thinking
Okay.
about it. I didn't know what I was doing, just like everyone that starts a business of any sort.
Right.
were you writing before you said, "Oh, I'm going to do a book," or were you like, "I think I need from your
so
animation"?
I was doing
Okay.
I was doing an animated show in my head. I had this, not even just my head. I had all these character designs. I had backgrounds. I had people doing voiceovers, and I was doing a lot of the voiceover work myself. And I had about an hour recorded for like the first 2 episodes. All this work done. 2 years later, all these people flaked out on me
Okay.
because animation isn't something you can't do it by yourself.
Right.
Even like South Park involves at least 30 people.
Yeah.
And they're doing most bare bones thing you can do.
Right.
So what could I do creatively where I don't have to I don't have to rely on other people is basically what it came down to.
Right.
Which I found out later. I rely on a good amount of people for this, but
Right.
not as many as I would have to for that.
Yeah.
What can I do creatively? And I was like, I can write a book. And I had this concept. Basically, I thought J.K. Rowling did a really good job of engaging readers. She got like kids to read, and she stopped writing, and there was this huge hole. And Business 101 is you see a hole,
Yeah. You fill it.
someone fills it.
Right.
And I thought, why not? Like, no
Go
one else
for
is
it.
doing it. Why can't I do that?
Right.
And that's where the concept started.
Okay.
But then I thought, like, let's take this very English concept of kind of fighting with twigs
Right.
and make it a little bit more American, but at the same time make it more international and throw in these characters that are not just English, like American, African, like a Native American, like different concepts, and try to make them be cohesive.
Okay.
And that was really where it started. Like,
Yeah.
let's take all these mythologies from around the world and make them into one mythos, like one idea that would make sense, but like just have total fun with messing around with the genre.
Yeah.
Like anime, comic books. Take all this stuff and like almost if you told a person, they'd be like, there's no way that would work.
Right.
But then you read the book and you're like, oh my God, it worked. Like,
Right.
and that's like half the response we get from people.
Okay.
Because we go to Comic Cons now. That's how we promote the book.
Okay.
We go to shows. We do like probably 10 a year.
Nice.
And we go and I talk to people directly, which I feel is the best way to do anything.
Yeah.
We just got a question for you, actually.
Oh, really?
How long did it take you to write it?
So the first book took me, honestly, this is a true story, 5 years. But I wrote the first 4 chapters like out of the gate, like, oh, I'm just going to write this thing. And then I like realized I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I started reading books and try to educate myself. I probably did
Yeah.
that for like probably a year. Like I read like On Writing by Stephen King. It was a great book.
Okay.
It
At
really
any point in there, did it tell you to get DUIs?
no
No?
DUI.
Not, but
That's
Stephen-
after you're famous.
I figured Stephen
That's
King.
when they can blast
how many,
it.
I was like,
on-
how many people did tell you to mow down pedestrians? How many times?
Well, the Stephen King thing is hilarious because that book On Writing, like, it's half memoir and half like, this is how you write. And he doesn't listen to a word of what he
I was gonna
says.
say, yeah.
His whole thing is like being a minimalist writer. And like, if you read his books, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Are you done describing like the lamppost
Yeah, I was
on the
gonna say.
corner?
Right.
But what he said, it really stuck with me. And honestly, that book is kind of, I live by the what he says in that book, not what he actually does.
Right.
Which, you know, that they tell you that. Once I learned that and once I got back into it, it was pretty fast.
Okay.
And that being said, once
Did
we had
you
the
start
first
writing
one,
like every day?
I
Like, you know how you get this image of people, of writers, like
it-
writing every
you have
day,
no
and they have
idea.
like rituals, and they come a little bit closed off, or, you know, like, I don't know, like I see movies
I
and things.
feel
and-
like it is something that is so self-involved, but at the same time so like
for
you
everyone.
hate yourself while you're doing it. Like you're making this world up that, and you're like, I hope people like this. 'Cause
Yeah.
if not, I've just wasted my whole free time for every day, like to the point where it affects your life. Like you're looking around like, oh, that'd be good in the book. Like
Yeah.
random things, and it's just like
It's consuming.
it is very consuming. But I think I've harnessed it a little bit because the first book took that 5-6 years. This one took like a year and a half. So like
Okay.
I kind of figured out my process, and I think
So
that's true with
so-
everything.
You've written the second book.
Oh, it's ready to go.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Did you know?
I did this Kickstarter. Like a lot of people do Kickstarter, and like, oh, 3 years from now, this thing will be ready. Please
Right.
give me money. Like I don't want to be that guy. I want to
Right.
be like, give me money, help me out, and you'll get your thing in 2 months. Like not like
Right.
Did
you know.
you know, like when you had the first book where you were going, that you were going to do a second? Like, how does that come about? You know, like,
I knew it was gonna be a series. I had no idea how long it was gonna be. But after I wrote the first one and we got such a good response, it was like,
how do you know when to end it and when you're going to start your?
well, I mean, it's
Because did you already have an idea? I guess you had the idea of the whole story of where it was going.
no.
Like, how does that happen?
And if J.K. Rowling told you she did, she's a liar. She wrote that first book. She's like, please, someone like this. Please,
Yeah.
someone like this.
Yeah.
And then after, it's like, oh yeah, let's make this be this.
So it is kind of like you don't know.
It is in the beginning, but then once I knew it was a series, it was like I have to figure this out. So like,
Right.
the second book wasn't just like I'm gonna write the second book. It was like I have to figure out where this is going, where it's ending, where the series is gonna be. Like, because now there's other people reading it.
Right.
It's not just me and my wife. My wife is like the first editor. She's like the first person that looks at it, and like she's
Yeah.
really good at it. And she's so harsh. Like,
I say she's,
That's
you're
perfect.
giving her the
She's
opportunity
so
to judge you.
in the greatest way. Like, if she wasn't, she told me, she's like, I was so afraid I was going to tell you this book sucks. And it almost looked on her face like, it's good. Like she was surprised. I'm like, I just spent 5 years on it. I hope it's good. Because otherwise, oh my God, like,
That's funny.
I'm going to have to bartend for the rest of my life.
That's funny. That's so you that's the funny thing, because even like when we started the YouTube channel, it was kind of at the beginning, it was like it was me and Thad with a couple of beers with, you know, just trying to get the camera to focus like while we're doing. All of a sudden when people start watching it, Now you're like picking apart everything.
Well,
So
and
did
you-
you
Well, no,
find
they'll do it for you.
well, yeah, or they'll do it for you.
They
yeah.
will, but at the same time, you have those people that are so into it that like you feel like you owe them something.
Oh yeah, well with a book, I can imagine.
Like, oh my god, they're gonna read the second book. And
Yeah.
be like, you've killed off who?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Soon they're going to be walking around in those costumes at Comic-Con.
I hope
and-
so.
I know, right? That
And
would
I
be awesome.
don't hope so.
Right.
So the business aspect of it, when you started, writing, you got the book. Like, how did you put it out there, and how? Like,
So,
what happened?
I feel like Kickstarter helped a lot with that. It's a direct opportunity to engage people.
Yeah.
And it's almost like you can gauge is good enough.
Right.
You get like real direct feedback where they're like, "Yeah, we'll give you this much money
Yeah.
to make this happen," and it's really awkward because that's what it is. You almost feel like you're.
But
I don't use prostitute, but I mean, it's almost like, oh, I like you this much, or oh, this concept is this good, and it's like, like we asked for $6,000 on the first one. And
Okay.
we did over 7,
Okay.
so we hit our goal and we went a little bit
That's
further.
awesome.
And how did you? So, do you think because this is the new way of people, kind of helping to get their business going,
Yeah.
and I think you did it in the right way. You're doing it. You're giving them a product in the end result. They can put up whatever money they want to put up, but that's and that's their choice. But there's probably a minimum, right? Of
I mean, the new one we did like $1.
oh,
You
really?
could bid $1, and I would tell you a joke on Twitter.
Okay.
I just thought like we should do something like there's people that don't have money
Yeah.
but want to help.
Right.
That's
And
creative, though.
A dollar
Like,
seems like
And then there's a certain amount that you give, and then you get a book,
think
right?
if 2,000 people donate $1, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Right.
it's fantastic.
That's great.
Right,
So all 110,000
and that's 2,000
subscribers.
jokes. Right.
yeah, come on,
Just
subscribers.
$1.
Just
And I will
$1.
have to make up a lot of jokes, but that's fine.
No, just tell them the same one. It doesn't have to be different ones.
No, I won't.
So okay, so you
Up to like how many?
So
Just
let's-
get like maybe like 3 or 5 really good
10
jokes.
rotating jokes.
let's talk about the business part of it. So
Okay.
so with Kickstarter, you put your book up there. What about the description? All of that stuff. How did you get $7,000 for a product that no one knew anything about? Really, how do you think that worked?
Basically, like I said, I saw a hole and I tried to fill it. That was the first concept. But the
Okay.
second part was that I am very particular and I like to have hands on everything.
Okay.
So I can do, like a lot of people that would do this, one are introverted and that doesn't really help you in this kind of world.
Right.
But I bartended for 20 years, so I talk to people all the time, so that helps.
Yeah.
2, I can do all my graphic design work myself because my background's in animation, so it can look professional.
Right.
And I took film classes, so like I can put that and it's not going to look like a guy with an iPhone doing a selfie for
Yeah.
20 minutes going, please buy my book. Like it looks professional enough.
Okay.
That helps. You have to look professional.
Yeah.
You have to look professional. I would say that's probably the number one thing.
Yeah.
Beyond that, sincerity helps with anything.
Right.
You need a good product.
Yeah.
Once we actually did engage real people and got, like the first show we were at, I had a kid buy the book on a Thursday.
Okay.
12-year-old kid. I mean, he was a geek. Like, they all are. I mean, I am. Whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Most of us are these days.
Right.
He buys the book on Thursday. He comes back Saturday with his mom. And he's really awkward. He comes back and he's like, I really liked it. I'm like, oh, well, how far did you get? He's like, I read the whole thing. Like, 2 days?
It's
Yeah.
such a long book.
It took
I
me
wrote
5
it.
years.
I wrote it. I could not read that book in 2 days.
Yeah.
And I
Like,
was
this
like,
took me 5 years to write. It took you 2 days to read
Yeah,
it.
but you need to already know how to read when you're in kindergarten nowadays. Just
Yeah,
putting that
true.
out there.
And I-
Kids are wizards.
And I'm like, who's your favorite character? He's like, all of them.
Aww.
And I was like, we're good. I
Yeah.
think we're good.
Yeah,
I think
that's
we
a good
have
sign.
something here. You
oh,
know?
that's awesome.
That is awesome.
And then, like, there's been things like I've had. The last show we did was like 2 weeks ago. This guy just was walking by the booth and he's like, "That book fucking rocked." Like that's what he said. It was like,
Really?
like get back here. Like you can't just say that and then
Yeah.
walk by.
Yeah,
like,
you want
I
to know.
need- Like, it's like fuel. It really
I will
is.
say the whole
Yeah.
Kickstarter thing, getting people involved, and Matt going back on saying like when you have the product already there, that it's already there for them. It's not something that you're trying to raise money for, you
Yeah.
know. And then people like giving to things that they love or
Yeah.
are enjoying. So like I think that is like probably a better success rate doing it that way. I mean I don't know, but
Feeling a part of something's always
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can look back and you get a product from something that you help support, and I think it's cool. It's such a good
It's
idea.
based on even this
People-
business that I'm sorry I cut you
No,
off.
no, you're fine. I was
But
just gonna, yeah,
It's what we're doing here, so it kind of
yeah. It's just I think people take advantage of what Kickstarter is about, but I think you're doing it in the proper way.
good. Yeah, I
and-
didn't
and-
make like potato salad or whatever. That was.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Or like some people do stuff, because their car broke, or like there's like all these things that come up, and you see it all through Facebook. But
like some,
you
like,
know-
some $1 million companies use it for like a pre-buying situation.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Like,
yeah, you
That's-
already
that's
have
not what the essence of it is supposed to be. But Kickstarter's not going to tell them no because they get part of the
right.
kickback. You
Right.
know.
Yeah.
But they've honestly, without it, the first book, it would have been a lot harder to get out.
Yeah.
We would have done it anyway. I mean, that's just the way it is. You have a drive to do something, you're going to do it. But like, it helped tremendously.
Yeah, and we've known people that have, written a book, got it published through a publisher company or whatever, and they're looking for your money too.
Yeah.
Those publishing companies, and
Well, like I said, they won't
they
won't
promote.
back you or
Yeah.
promote it. Like,
Yeah.
And you have to figure out ways to do that yourself.
Yeah.
And our biggest thing is directly. That's our thing.
Well,
We're
I
going to
think there was a
Comic-Con.
fad in saying that you wrote a book too.
Yeah.
For
Well,
people
that-
to say that they just had it out there, and you actually have like book that you want to be read.
Well, I
Yeah.
think
Like a story.
the biggest problem with it right now is like anyone can publish a book,
Right.
but you can't publish a good book.
Right.
And that's the difference. And there's still nothing really. There's some things out there. The publishing world is trying to kind of still push away from this because they think it's going to hurt them. And then you have all these people putting out really bad books.
Right.
There's no like agency somewhere in the middle that's like, yeah, this is an independent book, but it's good.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where we're at right now.
Okay.
So word of mouth is my best thing.
Yeah.
And that's,
Well,
like with anything though. I mean,
Right.
that's-
of course. And that's, when we ran into you the other night and we heard about what you were doing, and my brother told me what you're doing, I think it's really cool, and we want to support, what you're doing as well. And so I'm going to post the link for you guys below so that you can jump on if you want to get Casey's book.
Well, before
and then
well,
what?
we want to know like the name. Like let's
Yeah,
do
I
a
wanna-
final like.
yeah,
Oh,
oh,
okay.
sorry,
I
okay.
thought you were
Yeah.
like cutting off.
No, I want to
No,
get
no,
how
alright.
they get it, what it's called, what it's
So,
about, all that.
The first book is called The Shadow of the Gauntlet.
Okay.
That sounds intense. I like it already.
And
Justin's like, I just bought it on
yeah,
Amazon.
I just Amazoned it. It'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
the first one is The Shadow of the Gauntlet, and it's basically about Thomas Scargan. He's like a 17-year-old slacker, which I think a lot of us can
Relate.
identify with.
Yeah.
And it's set in the future. I never say when because I don't want to ever be like Star Trek where it's like, it's supposed to be tomorrow. I want to put it out there. And like, so he's about to graduate from high school, and he has this premonition of his father disappearing. And before he can really wrap his head around it, he kind of gets whisked away into this world of magic. Basically, it's like a coming-of-age story of this kid realizing that he belongs in this world of magic. He's never belonged in high school or anything like that. He never fit in, but in this world of magic, he belongs.
Okay.
That's like the general synopsis. That's available everywhere. Amazon now, iBooks.
Really?
Yeah, that you can get that anywhere.
Okay.
Um,
It's The Shadow of the
the
Gauntlet.
Shadow of the Gauntlet. The second one is called The Dragon Within. So that right now is only available through Kickstarter.
Okay.
And then you can do that. The easiest way is scarganrobotics.com. I did like one of my websites just to kick to the Kickstarter.
Okay.
And the other website is scargan.com is the main website.
Yeah, we'll I have the link to your Kickstarter. My brother sent it to me.
All right, cool.
So I'm going to post that link in the description, and then we'll also post a link. Where would you prefer people buy it? Because I know that it could be on Amazon. It could be wherever.
Honestly, I don't care.
You don't care.
No, just
Doesn't-
buy it.
Just buy it. All right.
No, quite frankly, there's ways I make more money or whatever, but like to me, it's honest. This might sound really like not, but like to me, it's just about people reading the book.
Okay.
And on like at the first stage, especially the first book, it's almost like just read the first one.
Right.
And I stand behind it. There's sample chapters you can read online.
Okay.
You don't have to commit right away. And I always say, if you read the first chapter and you're into this sort of thing, you're going to buy the book.
Okay. Awesome.
Now, is it on like iTunes,
Yeah,
Bookshelf or whatever?
iBooks,
Yeah.
iBooks, Amazon, and Nook right now. We
So
don't
does
have
your-
it on Google Books yet, but that'll be shortly, the first one.
Does
Okay.
your iBook work?
Yes.
Can we talk to as iBook people about our
Our app.
You
Yeah.
know
That's
what?
separate.
They are
iBook-
so like no, it's I think it's the same kind of review board.
It's tough.
It takes
yeah.
for them to approve it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. That means someone probably literally wrote the book,
Yeah.
read the book, to make sure. Like if I said it's a young adult novel, they
Right.
make sure it's a young adult novel. They don't want
Right.
to be like, here's some like quasi porn on. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
12-year-olds should be reading this.
Right.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Amazon doesn't do that. Like they're just like
No, they're like,
whatever.
"Here
It's like,
you
yeah.
go."
Your dad's got one-click buy? Sure. Here you go, little Beck.
All right, cool. Was there anything else? Is there a way that they can follow anything that you're doing? Are you on?
I'm on everything.
You're on everything under what?
Instagram is Scargan Robotics, at Scargan Robotics. On Twitter, I'm at my full name,
Okay.
which is long in Italian. Casey Caracciolo.
Okay.
You can find all this, though,
Crotch
through
what?
Scargan.com. Yeah, I know, my whole life.
I'm just kidding. I get it too.
I married, my wife, his name's Carbone, so it doesn't get any better for her.
Nice. So you all right? So we'll post all
And
that stuff. And then-
Facebook is also easy. It's / Thomas Scargan, who's like the main character.
Okay.
But everything is available. Scargan.com, we have all the links to everything.
Okay. All right. So I'll post
Yes.
all those links
Yes.
below, and then hopefully that'll help you out. But-
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Good.
But if
Good luck.
not, this was pretty cool.
Yeah. If not, you're on a hairdresser radio show.
Well, yeah,
No,
what?
but I think in relation
But
to
it's fun.
business,
Yeah.
like the business aspect of it, of doing your own thing and getting it out there, and the entrepreneurship, and like every other hairdresser doing, I think it relates. You
Yeah.
know? And
Well, I mean, honestly, it's hard to do that. You put a lot on the line, like
Yeah.
everyone does, and
Yeah.
it's the same
Yeah.
feeling. You
Yep.
know, you're doing your own thing. You're trying to make other people
Yeah.
follow you,
And
in
you're
a way,
putting
like-
your stuff out there for everyone to judge and to,
Yeah.
you know.
And in this day and age, it's easier to get people to follow you, and also way harder to get people to like actually follow
actually follow you. Yeah. Yeah.
you.
Yep.
Clicks
We
don't
know
necessarily
that.
mean anything.
Nope.
Sometimes.
Nope. That's the truth.
yeah, Matt has like a large following of really hot girls that follow him, but he doesn't really know them.
I don't know any of them. I only know one.
Yeah,
hot,
where'd that come from?
I only know one hot girl.
Perfect.
All right.
When did
so
this
let's
become
get,
therapy?
I don't.
I just like the. I
right.
think the viewers like it.
And Matt,
They do. They like Christina's sassiness.
I like that Christina's
Christina-
waving around her back scratcher.
I know.
right.
I
Her Mickey
bet.
Bullock back scratcher.
and Christina, how does that make you feel?
It's awesome.
So
I'm like,
Matt.
where's the other half of her clothes, Matt? Who is this girl? I
don't
even know.
And Matt, how does that make you feel?
Little smiley hard eyes.
I have no
Aw.
Okay, Justin, how does that make you feel?
okay.
Makes you feel awesome.
All right. Let's move.
Justin loves it.
All right. So
I can't
let's,
even get
Casey,
enough.
if you
of-
want to hang out, it's
Justin's
totally
like,
cool
"Oh,
and
yeah,
drink more champagne
Yeah.
and throw your 2 cents in. It's awesome.
Hang out,
so
Fad, steal his mic.
let's get Brian. We're gonna do trending tresses.
Sweet.
So
Thank you,
let's fire that up. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I know you just got off of work, so
Actually, wait. Who requested the man bun last week?
I don't know.
I forget.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
All right, trending tresses.
Get the 411 on celebrity hair changes.
Who requested it?
Here's
Shut up.
Trending Tresses with Drea Boland.
Drea Boland.
Drea Boland. Here I am.
All right, Drea, what do we got here?
Lots of man buns.
No man buns. No man buns. We have Dakota Johnson has chopped off her hair, and so she has a nice little short, textured bob happening, and I dig it. I think it's fun.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
cool.
it.
I think it's cool, just not on her.
Why?
Really?
I think
No,
it's a
I
cool
think the
haircut.
haircut's fine. The sunglasses with it.
Maybe that's just throwing it off.
It's
Like, I can't-
sending me somewhere. I don't know where.
It kind of reminds me of
It's like
like
a-
a Beatles-esque
That's what
look.
I
I was gonna say like John Lennon and Lady Gaga had
yeah,
a baby.
She's
Exactly, there you
She's
go.
digging those sunglasses. They're in a lot of photos.
LSD meets pop culture. There you go.
LSD is pop culture.
All right.
All right, the next we have Hilary Duff has gone from her mermaid greens and teals to nice lavender, silver, and purple. So I thought that was fun.
It's just a really
Jeez,
good.
They do that in
picture.
one day?
Probably not.
Not.
I'm no, not at all, not at all.
Trey's like, I took your fluorescent yellow out of your head.
3
Took-
weeks.
Actually, it only took like 2 days for you to do that, and then you put the
Mermaid
purple
hair
on.
is a lifestyle, Christina. It's
That
not
was
just
great.
about a day.
I know.
All right.
All right,
She's
so
like
I know
Jen.
all about it.
So that was for Coachella.
Did you do the lip challenge?
No, she did not do the lip challenge because she probably just had her lips injected like
Yeah.
normal people.
You know who I
Like
saw?
normal
Thad.
people. Normal people don't get their lips injected.
Wow,
Well-
Drea, the priorities in your life are so effed up.
Jeez.
I want my lips
I mean,
done.
I just use bumblebees.
Hang on. So we had Thad. So I saw Brock. It's out of control. I saw Brock on Instagram. He posted a picture. He's at Coachella.
I saw that
and
too.
he's braiding hair. I'm like, he's gonna be busy.
Justin,
I
you
know.
need to get there.
yeah.
I will get so.
We were
You're
doing
like,
what with your hair? Are
band?
you
I
sure?
was learning a fishtail.
I was learning a fishtail. Then the next thing I know, it's just cardio.
All right. What else, Drea?
No, what I was gonna say is what I do like about this is that they
Can we
did
just
get.
get Thad's reaction right now? He's almost crying.
I don't think we can really see.
I can't
Thad.
see him on the camera. I tried.
It's
yeah.
either get the Pong table on here or get
or get
Thad.
Thad.
But I can't get
and the
both.
Pong table's way more important than
I
Thad's
guess the pong
face.
table is way cooler than I am. Sorry, guys.
All
Yeah.
right, let's get to the.
All right.
We
All
now
right.
know
So-
Matt's priorities.
What I like about Hillary Duff's hair is I do love the fact that she was so teal and so green, and that's not an easy color to pull out of the hair.
No, not at all.
I'm guessing there's some extension in there though, because that green is not as long as that purple.
I'm
No,
guessing
it's-
the same thing.
I think that's probably correct, but I think it's nice. It's a nice ashy color.
I think it's a wig. No, I'm just kidding.
It could be too. It could be a wig. We don't know.
The Kardashian special.
That's not even Hillary Duff. That's a drag queen.
Those are not her lips.
She bought those at Walmart.
What the hell?
Alrighty.
Stop
right.
it. So I love Lily Allen. She does not take flattering pictures of herself.
She doesn't. I
No,
follow
she
her
doesn't.
too.
It's
She
horrible.
doesn't. But she's super cute.
She is.
Thad, she might be the perfect one for you to date.
Wait, why?
You
But-
can take bad pictures
No,
I
of
was
her.
gonna say,
yeah.
Apparently, they don't like my pictures.
Oh, I
Thad-
like your
You
pictures.
You can take your own damn
Thad.
pictures from now on,
No.
guys.
All right, can we refocus for a moment?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Matt, take your own pictures.
It's true. I know.
Next week, we're just gonna have one microphone that we pass around, and that's it.
We'll never get it away from you.
Your mom's gonna hate
I
this
know.
episode.
I know. I can
All
see the
right.
text now.
All right.
No, she's not because I spoke a lot and she likes when I talk.
It's true.
I love your mom.
So Lily Allen.
She's super cute.
So moving on, Lily Allen has watermelon
So
hair.
me.
So back to me. It is my segment.
Yeah, it's true.
This is
Don't
about
worry.
me right now. She has. I love the lime green roots going into the nice pastel pink color. It's fun.
I don't like it.
I don't like.
I
they're
love the
fun
hair.
separately. I just don't like this collaboration.
Stop. How
That's
do you-
fine. I'm not looking at her face. I'm looking at her
Oh
hair.
no, I think it's cool because I think it's
I like the technique. I like that what went into it.
like I mean, if you she found a good way to get that fade, and it's the exact same way that a watermelon is. There's like that little bit of white in between
Yep.
the green rind.
I like the
Into the
fade
pink?
and the color. I don't like the color choices of what they did.
Okay, so we online right now on YouTube. We have I'm not digging it. We have not a fan. We have drag queens look better, and then we have that pink is gorgeous. So
Well, the pink is
pink
gorgeous,
is
and I
cool.
like the
And
green.
then poor
Justin,
Drea.
don't you agree?
And
Like
poor
I
Drea.
kind of
Thank
like
you.
how they, but I
Thank
don't
you.
like the colors.
I think if
Yeah.
they did maybe a tint darker of the green, it would look a lot better.
yeah,
But it looks like they
Yeah.
color head in with a highlighter.
yeah. I
And
honestly
separate-
don't with some
yeah.
makeup and like
I
know,
like it.
A
I was
different
gonna say,
photo.
it's not bad at all.
Take
Get some
away.
kick-ass sherbet.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's missing like the orange and the lemon sherbet in there. Like she's just, it's just not. It's not rainbow sherbet. It's like green and pink.
Yeah.
And yeah,
All
it's like a
right.
highlighter taken to her head.
I'm with you.
all right,
High
cool.
five. All right. So Ryan.
They
Gos-
just agreed. Hold on.
But wait a second.
High five
we just
again.
agreed though.
Yeah, let's see.
Justin and I usually agree.
We actually. we
Drea
do.
and Brian don't. Sorry, go.
Freak.
Brian and I debate on a
I'm
very
just gonna leave that alone.
fun level. All right. So Ryan Gosling has. It looks like he has a perm as well as he's gone really dark.
He looks like Brian a little bit. when you have earlier pictures, I wish I had them of you on your Facebook and stuff
They have the same
with your
head shape.
curly,
touch you.
long like a long head and like curly brown hair.
Yeah.
Cute, Brian. Girls, guys,
Brian.
girls
Ryan.
and guys alike love Ryan Gosling
Right.
and
I know.
love
Love
Brian
Ryan
Hare.
Gosling.
Brian's
Sitting
face.
this far away.
Girls and
literally
guys
just
alike
sitting
love Brian Hare too.
Sitting this far away from
Yes,
her
but
computer
I can-
looking at it.
She can see your face.
I can see your face because that's all I'm paying
It looks
attention
like she's
to.
not talking to you, but she's staring right at you.
Yes.
It looks like what's his name from Boy Meets World.
Corey?
Yeah, it looks like Corey Matthews all grown up and
Yeah.
slender.
See, when I look at the
no.
picture, I keep thinking it looks like Ryan Reynolds, and then I'm
It
like,
does
oh, wait,
remind
it's
me of
not.
Ryan
see that.
Reynolds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's who
I
I
see
thought
Ryan
it was
Reynolds more.
too.
Oh, I thought it was
Are we
too.
talking about? No, I'm just kidding.
But this is for a movie role, so it probably won't stay long, but I thought it was interesting. You have never seen him with anything but his natural hair color.
Yeah.
So it's fun. All right, moving on.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Matt's in love.
I know.
So
It's like-
Justin from
I actually
Indiana
like this.
texted this to me on Monday.
I was sitting
really?
in a lobby.
Yes.
Oh, you from Indiana.
I was
I was
sitting.
like, who's Justin from Indiana?
That's a fake braid, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's definitely
okay.
it's
It's
definitely
like
an
a clip-on.
extension that's been added in there because he has
do
been
that.
Justin, did you do that braid?
Oh my god, I did. I've been
Um,
practicing on
he
Shia
has
LaBeouf.
been wearing this terrible haircut for
You mean
quite
Shia
some time
LaBeouf
now,
head?
Shia
but
LaBeouf.
the braid has
Shia
been
LaBeouf
added
head.
in.
Shala la braid. Sorry.
Off my headphones.
Brian's head is going crazy right now.
But
He's hearing 95 voices at the same time. Okay.
oh,
Brian,
he's not
look at me.
conf-
Brian,
From
look
now
at me.
on, you have to hold
over
the.
here.
Hey, wait.
Dude,
from
can I have my buzzer back?
Yes. From now
Brian,
on,
take Dre's brother.
hang on. From now on, when you want to speak, you have to hold the back scratcher.
But I have a ton of them, so we can all hold a back scratcher.
I've actually thrown a lot of
Back
them away.
scratcher.
All right, what else do we have, Drea?
After
Dre's
Shia
not holding
LaBeouf,
the back
that's
scratcher.
it. We're
That's
done.
it?
We're done.
All
But
right, cool. I love the mullet thing.
Thank you. I picked that one out for you.
Sweet. Thank you.
stop it.
All
I
right,
need a
cool.
nap.
So last thing before we do the free Pong is this.
And now, hair industry news from Justin Scott.
I still want papers.
There you go,
have
buddy.
got to give me papers.
You can print it out.
Print. You said you were gonna print. it for
You
me.
can actually just grab some papers out of the
could.
printer,
I totally
printer
could.
and just
Okay.
read off your computer.
Okay. Well, this is my segment, so can we all shut up?
Okay,
I'm
let's
draying
just
right
do
now.
it. Let's just do it. Okay.
We got some news. First things first, just a reminder to all the people out there who would like to join. Andis is still looking for platform artists.
Okay.
They're having their contest. It ends May 1st at 11:59 p.m. You must send in your videos. They're going to pick 3 finalists. They're going to send them to Orlando for the May 30th to June 1st Orlando International Beauty Show. You'll be up on stage on the 30th, I believe, or the 31st. The 31st, you'll be up on stage, and they'll be picking you as a winner, possibly. Be cool if one of the FSE watchers did that.
That's a cool opportunity, to be honest. I mean,
yeah.
like, it's never been before that you just submit a video and you have a chance to be up on stage somewhere
Yep.
at a hair show. So
Right.
it's pretty cool. So if you guys want to do that and you're great at men's cutting,
Go to Andis and andis.com. You can submit your video. And, yeah, you're going to have the chance to work more shows and educate through Andis. So it's really cool. And, yeah, whoever's doing it, good luck. Maybe I'll give it a shot.
Cool.
What the hell did I sign up for? That was a title of an email I got. When I signed up, we talked about it maybe a couple weeks ago.
Tabitha's site. right?
Tabitha's site. It's kind of, she sent an email educating everybody on what is going to be happening. The title of it was pretty cool. What the hell did I sign up for? Sounds like it's something I would send out there. She's telling everybody that the majority of the site will be made up of hair and makeup how-tos. Kind of pretty much stuff that we do,
Yeah.
but just done through different people, which I love because I could teach something and you could teach the same thing and Brian and everybody else here could, and we'll all have something else from people to take out of it.
Yeah.
And that's I'm really excited for there to be another group of people doing this too. But yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be industryonline.com. So it's industry with an IE instead of a Y, online.com. It's Tabitha's new venture. She's going to be basically showcasing companies like Free Salon Education. So,
But also the cool thing I like about what she says, what they say they're going to be doing is she wants everybody to be very versatile in the industry. She says right off the thing, she's like, not every guest is going to be 8 feet tall, weighing 90 pounds with virgin hair. So she's going to do pretty much what you started doing, showing how to handle the guests who come in with the everyday hair that you see. You
Right.
know, not every guy you see on a clipper cut, like Wall's Instagram is just a guy that's pulling him in for a reason of his hair that they pick. It's not just some random chick coming in with box color and whatever in her hair. They're trying to be really good about that.
cool.
She sent another email too. Just she uses quizzes from social media as an example. The second email said not to. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? She's trying to send out quizzes through emails to figure out what type of lines she's going to be educating with, and what questionnaires to use to kind of educate people on how to raise prices is going to be her next big thing she's going to do.
Okay.
That's a big question I hear you get all the time, like how to raise prices, when should I raise prices. So she's going to do something on that pretty soon. So yeah, that's pretty cool from Tabitha.
Sweet.
Next we have men's trends for the new year for hair cutting. Euros Mikic? I have no idea how to pronounce
That's okay.
that.
He's not watching.
Yeah, right. He's a creator director of Kinky Curly Straight Hair. Also works for Matrix Australia. Says that this year the styles are gonna go completely different than what they've been. Recently we've seen them being like nice and tight and like traditional. We're gonna see a few more trends. They're saying one's gonna be a lot more guys length into hairstyles now, playing with different textures, and I think we see that more now, like around here.
Yeah.
People kind of straying away from that high and tight slick back or the pomp or the comb over. A lot more length coming into it. I always think like surfer hair when I hear stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I totally support. Colors, we're going to go back to a matte palette, like ashes and green tones, cool shades. So more guys are apparently going into getting out of just, throw like a 5N on me. They want to kind of have some depth to their hair, which will be fun.
Yeah. Which builds in other opportunities for, upgrades, menu changes, different things that you can do within the salon to cater to the guys wanting more dimension or more different things in their hair. So that's cool.
And the last trend they say is more of like a streetwise, like urban feel. I feel like that's just going to mix a lot of stuff together. That's the only thing I got out of it. There wasn't really a photo of it.
Okay.
But where you have like different textures and all kinds of different things kind of being used differently than I've never seen before. Which I'm excited to see how that's going to play out. What else? We have all kinds of news. A happy thing I found out. It's called the 6th of May Foundation. Did you read through that at all?
I don't know if I read that one.
Let's see here. Emanuela Mascalo is the eldest daughter of late Guy Mascalo, sorry. Running the 6th of May Foundation, and
It's Tony and Guy, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say also brands of Tony and Guy and Tiggy. How do you is it TG?
TG.
So she just took over, and the May they're going to launch a line of wearable energies, which is jewelry made from healing crystals.
Yay.
Right? But the cool thing, and why I'm saying
Can't wait to get some healing crystals on my neck so I feel better.
But
in my hair.
The only this up is because the foundation is donating 100% of the net profits to benefit children's charities.
I hope so.
All right.
I hope so.
That's the only reason I'm talking about. Otherwise, I wouldn't care.
Then I'd buy one.
Yeah.
So it's helping to provide shelters, food, clothing, medical care, pretty much anything for kids who are like substance abuse, emotional trauma.
Well, that's awesome.
Like homelessness, stuff like that. So that's really cool.
Okay.
What else? The new Chi 1 1/4 iron.
Yeah, we got an image of this. Yep.
Let's pick that up.
Christina. It's fantastic.
It's the Dura Chi.
I know.
She's coming out with this new styling iron, and I've been looking around their tools and following tools for the past year or so now, and they've kind of focused everything for salons into one solid line of matte red and matte black touch screen. I thought there's
ton. Got it.
I actually even think of that. Good call. But I feel like this, it looks like it could be pretty rad. It looks like it has a touchpad on the handle, so I don't know how well that's going to work out while you're using it, your hands.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I thought the touchscreen was on the inside part.
It looks like from the photo that the touchscreen's on the top, not on the inside.
Well, we'll have to get one.
Doesn't matter where it is. My finger always finds the button, like the Palmital dryer. That turns lower, and the heat higher, low.
Yeah,
I did that this morning.
I didn't see a lot of information on it. I want to know what the highest temperature is, if it's good to be doing smoothing treatments and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out.
But she usually goes to 800 degrees.
She only goes to high. That's all.
No, but even looking from
I know,
that
and it's
picture,
high.
It looks like the Chi plate is still the old school ceramic, isn't it?
Yeah, they're not
Yeah, it does
changing
look
that.
good.
It didn't look like it was anything new.
Because you can't do any of the smoothing treatments with
Well, maybe
ceramic,
we'll have to
right?
get one see.
Like, don't you need the titanium metal and all that because it's less porous?
Supposedly, yeah. In some of the other treatments, because I know like the Super Silk, I'm pretty sure.
Those are they ceramic?
I'm not sure actually. I gotta look that up, but I think they are.
Yeah, they look
So,
it.
but that's a whole different treatment.
Yeah.
That's like keratin. It's not the whole formaldehyde thing. So I don't know.
And we have one more.
Okay.
The last one, everybody who is listening, go online and look up the hashtag Kylie Jenner lip challenge if you haven't already.
Brian said he wanted fuller lips.
I do.
So
Please do not look this up or do
please,
it.
everyone look this up and
I can't
show your
even believe
friends
we're
and family.
talking about
We're
it.
sanctioning
laugh
this
about
as
this.
something on the show.
Yeah, we're not
Yes.
talking about. We're talking about not doing
Yes.
it.
Justin, does this work better than using bumblebees?
No, Thad, keep using Bumblebee.
Okay.
You look adorable. Apparently, Kylie Jenner says she spends 40 minutes a day plumping her lips up, and that's just what she says she does. There's a pump for it. You put it on your face. Well, people are going and using shot glasses and using suction to suction their lips out, and they're not leaving it on for a short enough period of time. So they're giving themselves hickeys on their face.
It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Or their lips are becoming so
Ow.
plumped, it looks like they got stung by a horde of
They're
killer
bruised.
bees.
Yeah.
Broken blood capillaries, bruises. One kid cut the hell out of his face because the thing shattered. He sucked on it so hard.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you
I
really
really
wa-
think we should just let nature
We're
take its
doomed.
course.
yeah.
And
is.
when
We are too.
when we take the warning labels off everything, which Thad and I think we should do in the world,
The problem will solve itself.
it'll take its course, and the
Like-
smart people will be
Wait,
like,
Casey
you know
works
what
at a bar.
stinks about this?
Has this
is-
happened at your bar yet? Has somebody done a shot and then
No, but
did
I'm
this?
totally down with survival of the fittest.
right? Thank
If
you.
you're dumb enough to do that, I hope
Well,
You're
having
welcome
Yeah.
for your third book
Do
story
it.
right here, the
I-
lip challenge.
Kylie has come out since the
I
lip
saw-
challenge and has said that she does not use a shot glass.
No, she's
Oh,
not
right.
pumped. That costs
No.
$7,000
She doesn't use a pump. She
No, 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 no,
pinches
no.
and pokes at her lips for 40 minutes a day.
the picture.
Because
The
you have
pictures speak.
nothing to do. Yeah, exactly.
I can't
Okay.
She's
even.
17 and makes. What
Right.
do you
I
expect
would
her
just
to
like
do with
to
her
say,
life?
yeah, but you know, there's something wrong with young girls or guys thinking that they need to do anything to their lips. I understand some women get older and you know their lips are thinner and they want to do whatever you want to do, but this is just crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, young people look great. They look fine. There's no lines. There's nothing. You know, like there's no reason to enhance or change.
No, but
anything.
they're silly because they see this retard on TV. This waste
say
of life.
don't say
Okay, I'm
that
sorry.
word.
Yeah, I take that back. This waste of air who's doing nothing productive for society, and they
Right.
look up to her, and she's
But
like,
we
"Well,
could
her
get
lips look
into-
like that, so I want mine to look like that because she has 1 million Instagram followers, and I want 1 million Instagram followers. That's all that matters in the world, and that's that."
That's all I have to do to
But
get Instagram followers?
as-
Yes, Dad. Do it.
Well, everyone here, excluding myself, and I don't know, maybe somebody else. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to get into it. Let's just. Never mind.
I'm not sure what you were gonna say.
About the followers and like how we promote things, and you know, we do put that pressure. Like,
The whole
that's a
world
whole
has
other
that pressure,
story.
yeah,
Just young
yeah.
people don't put shot glasses. I have a child, so I guess my.
But you have
my
a smart
looking-
child. You'll
but
be
no,
fine.
I thought I was smart too, and I did stupid things growing up. You know, like
Well,
you
there's
can
stupid.
only be there for your kids for so many things, and this whole liking thing and this whole popularity thing on social media has become such an importance
Oh,
to
yeah,
people
totally. But there's
that
common
that's
sense
what
to
track
it.
I'm going to get onto. That there's not even enough time. There's
Yeah.
not. Yeah. So I.
Next, to be continued.
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
also say though, like, there's a whole different subculture where you like things that aren't that. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
it's both ways.
No, it is. But
Yeah.
but the world has become so to be popular. The
I
likes
agree with
matter,
that.
and
I
I
think-
don't agree with that world.
Well, I mean, the Kardashians, all that
And it's
stuff is
hard
basically
to-
like, let's just look almost ridiculous.
and that world
then that's the
exists, and a
standard.
lot of young people that aren't experienced or wise enough that we might be now,
Mhm.
and that's what they deal with even more so than we did, and it's kind of sad.
I just feel
It's
nobody
not
has common
kind of
sense.
sad.
I
It's
just feel nobody
very
has common
sad.
sense anymore.
Right.
I'm not gonna put a shot glass in my face and hope for the best. Just like I wasn't gonna put a firecracker in my hand and close it and hope for the best.
But we've
It's
I just-
my
again, like
friends
that's,
did, like
I
you
really-
know, we
I
did
know,
put
but
firecrackers.
I just think people need to actually love themselves.
Of course.
Is what it comes down
Of
to.
course.
Yeah.
And like trying to emulate someone else.
They do,
Regardless
but the
of,
outlets of
Regardless of that, like you need to just like what you are, and that's hard for anyone to do.
Of course,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's just getting harder and harder.
I
as-
agree,
as it goes
but
on.
because
So-
everything is in your face through every aspect of your world, you can see it and hear it. I think it's just become harder.
So Justin,
But we're
and-
also in the industry of giving people what they don't naturally love about themselves. So I don't really want to go.
Let's get
too
some
hard
shot
into that.
glasses.
so
All
I
right.
don't think that's
I'm
actually
just saying-
true though. Like
No.
it's not the same thing.
Same
Yeah, like
thing,
if someone wants to
but-
reinvent themselves and be different, that's different. I mean, like someone that's going to physically change their face.
Yeah,
Oh, no, no,
surgery
That's a
and
whole
hair
different,
color
like-
are two
But
totally
from a
different things.
shot glass, like that's the level we're gonna.
I agree. No, I agree.
What you guys are all
I mean,
trying to
there's-
say is make sure you have really strong shot glasses and use a timer. Come on now.
I just say
I'm
we
just
don't.
kidding.
My recommendation is we don't recommend at-home box color. Don't try and plump. your
Kylie,
lips
why
up.
don't you just tell us that you pinched and poked at your lips?
No
That's
at-home
all I'm
box color,
saying.
no at home plastic surgery.
Right.
Duh.
Okay, so let's get into
That's what I meant to say
the
Too soon.
the whole. Let's get into
Let's
the
get into
free
the
pong.
whole.
The whole.
Pong.
Yeah.
Let's get into the whole.
Well worded.
All right, let's go. Let's go with free pong. So what we're gonna do is, if you guys call 844 FSE live, we'll bring you on live. You can spin the wheel. You'll pick somebody to throw the ball. So I want to put that out there. So 844 FSE live. Call now.
We do have a guest star here who works at a bar, guys.
We do. So he might be good at this as well. So we have really cool prizes on the wheel. So if you want, give us a call. Otherwise, we'll call somebody that sent us the email. So I'm going to give that a couple minutes because there's a delay on YouTube, and then we'll go from there. Thad, do you want to get the wheel set up?
Yep.
And then we can see.
I need a nap.
I know.
For the record, I'm pretty good at.
No, it was not.
Okay, so Casey's pretty good at
Okay,
beer,
we have
beer
some.
pong.
We have a caller. Yo. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Who's this?
This is Wisconsin Donna.
What?
Wisconsin Donna.
How are you?
Okay, we have to talk to you, Chris. Can you again?
Hold on. I guess you're not picking Matt.
Wait.
Wisconsin Donna gave Matt to tell Casey a nickname called Old One Ball because he only got one ball.
Yeah.
No.
She was rough on
called-
me.
He's OOB.
He's the Lance Armstrong of beer pong.
Yeah. She labeled him Lance Armstrong.
Wait, I have to say though, Wisconsin Donna has been a follower of ours for a long time, and I'm
She
so happy that she is on the phone. Are
I
you?
know.
Are you really in Wisconsin?
I unfortunately am not. I'm in Rhode Island.
Oh, you
Oh.
I
are.
would love to be back
Are
in
you a
Wisconsin.
That 70s Show fan?
Wait, so you're close. You're not that far from us. It's like 6 hours, right? It's not that bad.
Right there.
Yes.
Right there.
I mean, it's on
See
the
you
east.
tonight.
Right. Okay, so we have, the prizes. We have Sunlight's Balayage. We have Sunlight's Balayage. We have the what else do we have? Minerva.
Everything.
Millennium.
Mizutani Shears.
Mizutani Scissors, $100 off those. We have T-shirts and
Volleybox,
Homes.
Wise Park.
all the goodies.
Yeah.
So let's Wisconsin Donna. Who do you want to throw the ball?
Well, I wasn't going to pick Thad, but I felt really bad about the one ball thing. So, and I imagine that.
Oh, no,
you've been
no, no,
practicing,
no.
So I want to give
Redemption.
I want to give you another chance to redeem yourself.
This is
And I
not a good
believe in you.
idea.
I believe in you.
Tosh Point
Good old
Redemption.
one
ball.
Matt, this is like Tosh Point Redemption.
You have a
and
web,
you already have your
you
own
have a
YouTube
web
channel.
redemption on your own web show.
Wait.
It is a cacophony in here right now. I am going insane.
Brian.
I love that
Brian
you guys.
only can pay attention when he's talking.
I
love
know.
that you
Brian
guys
has
use that
PTSD
word.
right
Yeah.
now.
When other people talk and the voices in his head talk, it goes crazy.
Okay.
I'm on day 2 of quitting smoking. I might just have to murder something.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to do this.
Here.
I have faith in you, Matt.
Come on, Matt.
Matt.
Web redemption. Do Tosh proud. Come on.
He's so stressed out. Wait, hold on, Matt.
He's
don't-
sweating
not until we
bullets
get the
right now.
camera
Wisconsin
ready.
Donna.
Christina, you got to get the table camera.
All right, calm down.
I'm calm.
Matt, calm down. It's all right.
So Wisconsin Donna, where did you get your name? I'm betting it's That 70s Show.
No.
One ball, no go.
Oh, come on, one ball.
All right.
Come on, Matt. Oh, Wisconsin Donna. Womp womp.
I'm sorry, Wisconsin Donna. Now he's no balls.
No, we are for Wisconsin. She can pick one more person because this is not happening.
Why don't we just spin for her?
All right.
Pick someone else. Yeah, pick somebody else, Wisconsin.
She's been following us for a long time. Let's do one more.
Pick the author.
Pick the author. Let's let Casey throw for you.
Yeah, Casey,
Yeah.
come on.
Is she still there?
Casey, Donna, you there?
Hello.
She's like he didn't make any. Bam.
She left.
Donna.
Let's see if she can call back. I don't know what happened.
Here, I'll get her number real quick.
You could call her. That's funny.
I can. Let's see if we have caller ID. Incoming call.
We tried that last time and it didn't work. Remember?
Hello,
Hello?
Donna.
Yes?
Okay, sorry, we lost you. Okay, so I didn't make anything, but you're in luck because we have
Yeah.
I know it's embarrassing, and I'm gonna not.
It was too much pressure on you, I know.
I'm not gonna sleep tonight, but we have a
Now he's
special.
old no balls.
We have a special guest, Casey, who's a bartender, and he's got more balls for you. So let's see. Let's see how he does. Oh my gosh, they're all saying no ball Matt now on the thing.
These kids, they're just so mean.
This
It's just one. It's just one, Matt.
is worst case scenario. All
Thank
right.
God you got a son.
All right, let's get the camera over to Casey.
Okay.
Don't you
Here
know
he
about
goes.
it? Them
Here-
kids, they're so mean.
All right. The first ball is about to go. Yes.
Yeah.
Ready.
Let's go. Oh.
That was close.
Come on, you have a lot to live up to.
All right.
Oh.
All right. There's one.
We got one.
Should we spin it? All right, let's
Wait.
spin it. So now she gets a prize, Casey. Probably something awesome. Oh, geez. What is it?
Amika.
Amika. All right. So you get a 5-piece Amika iron
Actually,
set.
no.
Oh.
That's not what it's
Oh,
on.
What does it say?
Oh, Minerva.
It's on Minerva.
We lied to you. You get Minerva Beauty.
Which one do you want? Do you want Minerva
Say
or
that again?
do you want Minerva Beauty or do you want Amika? Because
It's on Minerva.
I'll take a Mika.
all right, we'll do Amika because Thad said Amika. So all right, so we'll just
Thad's paying for the Amika. You're welcome.
Amika.
Thanks, Thad.
Amika will be very happy. So all right, so she's got a 5-piece iron set. One more ball to go here. Really? Yep. She gets multiple prizes if you make this. Oh, all right. So he made
The one ball author.
So he made one. So Wisconsin Donna, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love you guys, and I've seen every single episode, and I'm just happy to have other hair nerds out there.
Oh, well, thank you
we
so
love
much.
you.
We really appreciate it. Thank you for calling in, and we will talk to you soon, all right?
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
Bye, Donna.
Make sure you
Bye.
email me your information, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Donna.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Love you.
So I'm the only person than one so far.
Yeah,
What?
that's pretty awesome.
I didn't even get called yet. They're like, he's straight edge. Don't pick him.
Did
Excuse you, Brian. I got you.
No, Drea and I aren't straight edge, and we didn't get called either. We're probably because we're girls. That's probably why.
all right, this phone, I'm telling you, it makes all kinds of weird stuff. All right, so let's sum up the night. So we did a lot. of stuff.
How?
I know.
I just want to blow a raspberry into the microphone.
The phone does that. I don't know why. So, all right. So we have. I want to say thank you to Casey for coming in and hanging out with us. So make sure that you go check out his Kickstarter.
Thank you, guys.
Order his first book. Those links are below. So I hope you guys got a lot out of that interview. I think it was really cool. And Christina has like mad interview skills. So I was excited for that as well. We have.
Oh, my questions were good. Is that what you're trying to say?
Your questions were great, I thought. Yeah.
Thanks.
So we have FSE Live next week again at 10 a.m. We're looking for suggestions on what you want that class to be about. So if you guys want to post those anywhere on our social media or in the comments below on this video, that would be great. We also have, you can follow Brian.
On Instagram, Twitter, everything is hairstyle.
We have Dre Day.
Dre Day 2289.
We have underscore at underscore
Steeny.
Steeny.
Stainy.
And at Thad Bolonized. We have at I am Justin Scott. We have Casey. Are you on Instagram, Casey?
Yeah, Scargan Robotics.
All right. And we have Brian's birthday.
Oh,
Happy birthday,
you thought we forgot.
Look
no,
at that.
we didn't.
Wait, you got to bring the cake more in 'cause no one can see it.
It's a
I'm so excited about this cake.
Is it? That's hilarious.
Oh, show it
You're talking
around.
as if you.
Wait, and I got to grab.
Oh, look at little Hayden Cakes is on it. I love it.
That's so funny. And it's my color.
Of course.
Where's the Brian one? There it is. Here we go. That's the Brian camera.
Wait,
It's too fuzzy though.
It's not focusing.
Yeah, you have to bring it back.
Little
The other
further.
one was fine.
Now
Just
spin
put it
it.
in front of him.
Oh, there's Christopher.
So a little tidbit on this cake. I told Elisa that I wanted.
All right, hold on, wait. There are 19 people speaking and none of you are near microphones. Be quiet, Dre is talking.
Oh, thank you. So I wanted a cake with your face on it, and she goes, "Where will I ever find a picture of Brian's face?"
That's
I'm
great.
almost 100% sure that this is the first time Brian's ever said, "Hey, everybody, be quiet. Dre is talking."
And she goes,
And the last.
Because it's about me.
and so we decided that a selfie cake was in order for.
That's goddamn hilarious.
There's hashtags on that.
And wait, so me and Christina ordered you your very own selfie stick as well.
Brian, and now it is
Yay.
officially over.
Yeah.
Until next year.
Brian likes to celebrate. The reason why we say that is because Brian likes to have a birthday season. Christopher said to me, "Oh, he has a birthday season." He was thinking like you had other friends and family birthday in that time
yeah,
frame.
no.
And when he heard
No.
it was just because of your birthday, he was like, "No, you get like one day, maybe a weekend."
Well, I definitely got enough this year. This can close out this is the closing ceremonies, like the
Yeah.
Olympics.
Oh, we don't care. Happy
It's a good
birthday,
way to end
Brian.
it. Thank
We
you,
love
guys.
you.
That's
That's a
awesome.
sweet cake. Pudge
That's
Cakes does such a
awesome.
good
Pudge
job.
cake?
She's
A New Hope,
fantastic.
She
Pennsylvania.
never
Kills
disappoints.
So,
She does.
all right. So again, we got Brian, we got Drea, we got Justin. We've given out the tags. We've given out a lot this
We've given out
night.
a book to read
He
this
didn't
summer
even have to
too.
take a shirt
Yeah.
off for a birthday cake. I'm
So,
jealous.
all right. So thank you guys so much for watching. Happy birthday to Brian, and thank you for hanging out with us and getting through this episode. I think it was a lot of fun, to be honest. And if
I hope you survived it.
yeah, so make sure that you follow us and support the companies that support us: Millennium, Minerva, Demand Force, Bricado, Mizutani, all those great companies. So we will see you guys next week on episode 79. Thanks.
Watch Splitting Hairs, the Hairdressers Podcast, live every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or as close as we can get it.